always kind of putting it out to the last second here. Actually, I was borderline on time tonight. I was really close to being at 9. I was just trying to wrap up some stuff at the last minute there. Hey, Wilson, thanks for checking in. I appreciate it. We'll let some other people jump in here, and then we can start talking about what's going on. Easy Clayton's here. Bobby Legs is here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get decent positioning here. Not a lot of watches on the table tonight. I will show a couple other cool ones, and then I think we're just going to talk about some collection stuff and what the future looks like. Brandon is here. Matt from Rock the Watch is here. What is that? Chandris? I can't say your name. Sorry. I'm just going to call you Chander or something. Chander? Yeah. Craig G is here. Dane, number one troll killer's here. Todd is here. Eddie, Nilo, Kevin, Peter, Mark. Yeah, Mark said he's going to go play Lotto. I just did the drawings for the Sunday Fun Day that I do on my Discord, and I think he won like 2 or 3. Didn't really win. He wins the opportunity to buy them. So Chris from the Watch Lounge is here. Justin EDC is here. Ken Spear, Mike, Scott Rice is here. Detroit Spartan checking in. Kevin Wagner here. JB, Kevin, see Mike, Matt's here. Dustin, JR. I'm trying to catch everybody here, but Dane, yes, I did the Sunday Fun Day drawing. I don't remember if you. Let me see if you. Let's see, Dane, you put in for number 8, which was the DW 5900. I thought you had one of those for some reason. Maybe not. You did not get that one. GT 350 got that one. I don't think you put in. Oh, you put in for number 2, which was the Yama, and Max got that. But if Max backs out of that one, Dane, then you were runner up on the Yama. But Max did get that one. So bad luck this week for you, Dane, my friend. Sorry. Indeed. Tennessee Mike is here. Clayton from the Watchdog Podcast is here. Hey, guys, in case you didn't notice, Clayton over at the Watchdog Podcast put out 2 weeks in a row his podcast. He had taken kind of a break. I don't even know how long. Probably way too long. But he's back at it. So, if you're looking for a podcast, I usually listen to it in the morning and stuff like that. Dane, I figured you would if Max backs it out, but I have not had Max back out of a buy yet. So if you want to hit him up and try to like flex on him or something, then maybe he'll let it go or something. So Design checking in from Aruba. That's awesome. Stuart's here. Yep, Jason. It's Jason, right, from Design. I know I still need to hit you up. I know we still need to talk. I've been neglecting a lot of the things that I said I was going to do. Manuel's here. Nathan's here. Amin is here. Amin's driving, just listening and driving, which is fine. On with this format, when I do the live stream, it's almost kind of like an interactive podcast. So it's not really, some of it's visual, I suppose, but I'll try to do my best to describe what I'm showing Amin if I do get into that mode. Doug is here. Finally made it on time. Awesome. We got somebody chiming in from London. Wilson's the driver. That's right. Wilson's the wheelman. Derek, where's the sub? It is on my wrist. Guys, they're too good. They're just too good. And this new one is like even better than too good. Is that a thing? Like they actually improved it. So, yeah, I've been wearing it. I wore it to work today. No problem. I don't even feel like taking it off and like inspecting it and seeing if there's any scratches or nicks or anything. They sized it at the AD for me, which was Lucida's, which I'll do. I'm going to do a full video on it soon. So I'm going to go over the whole story and all that. We're not going to talk about it on live necessarily, but I feel like I need to add a link over here and then take a link over here and just kind of reposition the clasp a little bit. It's not uncomfortable or anything. I feel like it's this way too far, just a little bit. So it's still super comfortable. Do you enjoy the sub more than the Omega? Okay, well, we can talk about that for a second, Todd, because over the last couple days, I was convinced, and here, so I'm like blinded by Rolex to, you know, blinded by Rolex for a little bit, right? Because I'm honeymooning with this. So I'm like, you know what? This is, okay, first of all, this is my watch collection right here, guys. This is my watch collection. I have the sub, I have my Hyper Aqualan, I have my SKX Bone Stock 009, I have my G-Shock Bling Master, and I have my White Dial Seamaster, and then I have the Shinola, which I did the unboxing, but I haven't done the video on it yet. And I know people are like, wow. Oh, no, Craig, I still have the Orange Monster. Let me go get it, because that's going to be weird if I don't have that out here. I forgot to grab it. I'll go get it. I didn't get rid of the Monster. I have it. It's in the Rolex box. I need to go get it. And then this one, technically, I don't even own. This is just I'm leasing it or renting it or whatever. So whatever, I'll include it here. But let me yeah, that's gonna look weird without the Orange Monster. Let me go grab it. Give me one moment. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. That could have been scary, right? No, this thing's been chilling in the Rolex box since I picked up the sub, like, what was it, a couple Saturdays ago or something. So let's get this thing fired up. So yeah, that's my watch collection. And like I said, really the Breitling's, I don't own it, so I'm just renting it. Super Ocean's gone. The Aquaterra's gone. The titanium G-Shock, I mean, I still have this one here, but I included it in my Sunday Fun Day sale. Even the Shogun that I picked up, I included that in the Sunday Fun Day sale, so that's going too. They're still here, but they're not. And we're going to talk about that, and we can talk about what I've done and where I'm going. It's a process, you know. Yeah, I've thinned the herd, obviously. There's way fewer watches. Even some of the G-Shocks. I think I'm down to, well, I have my Combi Square, and then I still have the Budweiser collab, but I'm going to sell that. I just need to do the video. I'm trying to do a more focused collection that I'm happy with, and I actually wear the watches instead of just, you know, having a bunch of watches. And it's not, I mean, it would appear that I'm going upscale, but I mean, that's debatable, guys. I have a free SKX that my buddy Michael Desire68 YouTube channel gifted me. I have a Hyper Aqualand. I have a Bling Master 5000. I have a rental Breitling, and I have a Shinola. That's an expensive one, but you can get them for less money. And then I have an Orange Monster. So my big hitters are the Seamaster and the Sub. So it's not like I really went upscale like with the entire collection. I just have a couple of big hitter pieces. All right, what am I doing here? So today is Monday. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm trying to set all these up. 14th, and it is 9, 11, it'll be 12 by the time that rolls around. So, well, yes. I'm not saying that an Omega Seamaster and a Rolex Sub is not upscale. That's definitely upscale. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is that my entire collection is not upscale. You know, I'm still going to buy, you know, super affordable G-Shocks and Seiko and Micros and all of that stuff. I'm still going to do all that, buy or have them on the channel at the bare minimum. I was supposed to click that. I'm close. It's close enough. It's field set. it's not super accurate. So yeah, and I wore the orange monster down to pick up the sub. So because that is my memory watch, and it was only appropriate to wear it. Yeah, and there's definitely far more upscale than these for sure. Detroit, my buddy Detroit Spartan says, I'll still buy the cheaper watches, I just won't wear them. Well, I probably won't actually buy them. And really, I kind of already have a somewhat of a plan loosely. So I have to like recoup, obviously, and then I'm gonna build up again to buy some more watches. And we're gonna talk more about that probably on a separate video. But I will say there is at least one more Rolex in my future, if I can make it happen, with the help of my buddy. And I'm still pining over the Weiss 42 millimeter field watch. I've never bought one. I've never owned one, and I still want one. But if and when I'm going to buy the Weiss, especially now since they're in Nashville, Tennessee, which is, it's still a bit of a drive for me, but it's not crazy. I want to go there. I want to meet them. I want to talk to them. I want to see their facility. So if they're game for that and I can make that happen, that's when and how I will pick up that watch. And that's what we're really going to talk about even more so on the channel, other than, just regular watch videos. The watches that I own and wear, they have to have a story with them. I have a story for the Hyper Aqualand. I have a story for the SKX. I have a story for the Bling Master. I have a story for the Shinola. I have a story for the Sub. I don't really have a story for the White Dial Seamaster, and I was willing, actually, over the last couple of days, I had crossed my mind to let that one go until I got home and calmed down a little bit, and I put that thing on wrist. There's no way I can sell that. I love that watch. I love it too much. I'll make stories with it, which I kind of already have. I took my family on Christmas vacation with it, and I wore that watch pretty much solely the whole time. That's a rental. I don't need that one to have a story. The story with that one is I'm renting it. But the Seamaster, no, guys, it's not going anywhere. Seriously, it's because I would replace it is the problem. I would end up replacing it. So what is the point of taking the tax or the flipper tax hit on it now just to replace it later? I might as well just keep it. Slicey Dice with the $5 hair super chat. Thank you very much for that. He says, thanks for the Discord. Got a sweet Zelos Mako 3 Frost with Lume from it arrives tomorrow. So I think we got enough people here. I kind of want to show you something. Nice sub. I might be getting one soon too. That is awesome if you can pick one up, guys. For some reason, my friend Random Rob here won't ever own the Zelos. Dane, I've owned a bunch of Zelos, and Bruce Williams is chiming in too. I see in the chat. I'm definitely not anti-Zelos. I need to talk to Elshin again, because if him and I are still going to make that little collab watch happen, the titanium Mako with the orange dial, that's going to be the Mako I'm going to own, because now I have an insane story with that watch, right? So that's going to be the Zelos I'll own if we can still make that happen. So Detroit Spartan wants Clayton over at the Watchdog Podcast to tell him more about the Weiss private release. Yeah, I'm interested in that too. That might be because he was releasing a 38 millimeter, I think, automatic. So I don't want the automatic. I want the manual wind. So let's see. Zelos watches are not bad looking. I'd wear one. Yes, the Zelos watches are awesome. I think you'd like the Casio Lineage series. Super underrated. So one of my pickups that's going to happen probably sooner rather than later is going to be the Casio Oceanus OCW T3000. I'll drop the video soon, guys, and when you watch that video, I might even have a hard time getting one. So whoever ends up buying that watch, because my video, if you go to sell it, I want dibs. Calico Basin with the $10 super chat. That's awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Las Vegas Discord meet. Check Bruce William wants it in fall 21 or spring 22. So I am working with Bruce on that a little bit. We've talked about it briefly. We definitely want to make a Las Vegas meet happen as soon as we can. There's a bunch of people on board with it that'll fly in. We can just meet. We can have a good time. Bruce said fall is his preference. Bruce has a lot going on right now with his family and everything. So uh, he says fall, but I don't know if that's going to happen fall this year. Or we'll see. We'll see. We'll try to make it happen if we can. Mark says late fall. Yeah, late fall. Yeah, I agree, Bruce. The later the better. Um, I need to recoup. You know, you're going to have to probably get recouped and all that stuff too. Let's see. AZ Tazfan says he gave 34 pieces to his watch guy to sell. Have another 11 set aside to get to him. Wife told me yesterday I need to get my collection down to 20. That means I have to give up an additional 45. Hey AZ, if you don't want to flood your watch guy, send me an email because I'm always looking for content. You know, so I can maybe try to help. I'm flooded. I'm obviously always bombarded, but you know, if you want to spread it out a little bit, you know, hit me up. Chris from the Watch Lounge says, crazy about the evolution of your channel, man, from the whole bunch of Casios all the way to Rolex, Omega props. So really, it all started with a Timex. I bought a Timex around 2012. It was 2012 because it was after the house fire. I remember I was kind of looking to switch hobbies. I used to be into firearms way more, and after losing everything, I kind of switched hobbies. I bought a Timex, and I don't know, man. It escalated, right? Because what is that? It's been only a short amount of time, really, as far as time goes, and look how quickly it escalated. So, and I've had, you know, I had a Rolex before. I had the OP39 before, so I've never had a sub, and I got to say this is pretty epic. Timex was, well, I mean, if we go back even further, I mean, the Timex definitely was my gateway into watches for this segment of the hobby. But I mean, I've had swatches when I was a kid, but I never stuck, right? Yeah, AZ, really, I mean, you might be able to make connections with people right here in the chat. That's really what my Discord is partially about too, guys. I want to show you that real quick. Let me take a little sip, and I want to try to show you on the computer here real quick. I don't know how good it'll show up, but I want to show you. Oh, that is so good. Oh man, I quit drinking, kind of. So I had a little Johnny Walker Black when I was at the AD, Lucido's AD, picking up the Rolex sub, and I am a fan. I didn't know I liked Scotch either, so I am a fan. It is so good, and every time I drink it now, I'm gonna remember that activity. All right, let's switch over here real quick. Sorry for the movement, but I want to show you guys something. Hopefully you guys can see this, kind of. So this is my Discord, and over here, I have all these private messages. I got to get to all these guys and talk to them. So people reach out to me all the time. Now these guys are reaching out to me because they're buying watches. And then over here, you scroll up and down. Hopefully you guys can see that. So this is all the threads. I know it's not super clear, guys. I'm sorry. But Calico Basin says don't show arts. Yeah, we're not going to put art on blast. So we got the main chat. That's where a lot of talk happens, right? So there's just a lot of just random talk. Here's the Sunday Fun Day thing. There's a list of people that got these watches they're going to buy. I want to show you Flipper's Paradise, though. Check this out. I want to show you guys something. So these are watches for sale. Like here's an Orient. Sergio's selling an Orient, $95 shipped. Okay. The Watch Snob is selling an SRPE 07, $350 shipping, and that's got an aftermarket Jubilee bracelet. Let's see. He's also selling a mint dialed Trasca Freediver, $500. He's selling the Astra Banks for $400. There's just crazy deals on here. It looks like this one was taken off market. This Bico, Oris Bico. Chad, he either sold it or he took it off market. I'm not sure, but it was $1,100. There's a tag. I forget what that one's called. The Tag Heuer Altavia 42, $2K. And, you know, you can wheel and deal with some of these people on here. Jerry's selling a full black steel G-Shock 250 ship. That sale's pending. These things move on here. Here's a green dial Willard that I like. I really like this one. And it is 1100 shipped, but he has the aftermarket there. It again, you know, sometimes prices are super good. Sometimes they, Clayton sold his Dorenzo for cheap. I got to show you this though. Check this out. Here's a Tissot 1325. He'll keep dropping probably, but he'll sell it. MM10, he'll sell. Somebody's going to buy that. The divers always sell. Some of these other ones don't. Check that out. A Visitor Dune Shore 550. Those are so cool. A Veyer, I want to see this. Beans and Bezel, I might actually hit you up because I want to see that Veyer. And let's see. We got some Boulevards. We got a Mitch Mason for $375. That's a cool watch. We got Chris at the watch lounge selling a couple watches, couple $100. A very cool Monster for cheap, way too cheap actually. Dan Henry. I'm scrolling. Okay, this is the watch I think that Matt at Rock the Watch picked up. Let's see what he picked up. I bet he picked this up from John. Yeah, it's sold, and I don't know the price, but that's the one that is going to Matt. Here's a Helios that sold too. This one didn't sell yet. The John Mayer. If anyone's looking for a John Mayer, Adam over at 1010 Talk is selling that. That's a good deal on that. Let's see. I got to show you this though. I got to show you what my buddy Detroit Spartan listed. A lot of these get sold, guys, pretty quick. I'm scrolling. There's a Budweiser. Okay, we're almost there. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. Check this out. So my buddy, MM300 sold. Check this out. I know I was scrolling fast, but Detroit Spartan is selling the Maxi Case 40 millimeter sub, the 114060, 12.5. This thing is mint. It's perfect. 12.5. Still has warranty. 2019. 12.5. If anyone's looking for a decent deal on a Maxi Case sub, you can't even, those are hard to find, guys. 12.5 and it's mint. Okay. Check this out. Speedmaster limited edition, 42 millimeter. There's something crazy about this one. Yeah, check that out. There's all different levels of watches on here, guys. Homer sold his white dial Breitling Super Ocean, so my buddy Rocky actually picked that up. All right, I just wanted to kind of share that. Sorry for the crazy there, but I wanted to show you that stuff because people ask me all the time about the Discord. I'm getting more and more inquiries on the Discord, my private Discord. So it's hard for me to let people in mid-year because it's an annual membership. So it's at the beginning of the year. There's founder and co-founder, and it's limited. So, and there will be a changeover in January of 2022 because there's going to be people that don't re-up. Like I'm not sure. I don't know if Amin's still here, if he's driving or whatever, but he started a whole nother Discord group. It's SBWF. It's Super Best Watch Friends, I think. So he kind of developed with some other people like a whole nother community. So, he doesn't really need to be in my Discord, so he might not re-up because he's got his own thing now, and there are a bunch of people with that too. So there might be potential for openings. Brandon Bishop with the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. It says, just did a fire sale to purchase the FC High Life blue dial. Oh, I love that. I love that watch. Hopefully I'll own one someday. The Doxa Sub 200 white dial and a Collins Sonar Black. Daughter's name is Collins. Okay. Love your content. Dude, those are some serious pickups. I love the FC High Life. The Doxa Sub 200, I did try one. I did like it. There are some shortcomings with it, but overall, it's an awesome watch. And I'm not super familiar with the Collins Sonar. I'll have to look that one up. Nathan Hansen said he would like to get in. Just reach out to me. We'll see if we can figure it out. Bruce, Blue Shirt Buddha with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Says congrats on the sub. Appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't miss any. When you guys were commenting while I was showing the Discord, I'm sorry if I didn't catch you. Yeah, Wilson says the Amen Reviews SBWF Discord is awesome too. I don't know what it takes to get in there. I'm not really sure. Yeah, Detroit. There was an Alpinist on there. They pop on there once in a while. And, sometimes I think I have in the Discord, I think there's a tab that says searching for or something. I can't remember what it's called. It's not too popular though. Oh, AZ Taz is making dinner too. Hopefully it's good dinner. Don't mess up dinner. Let's see. There's about to be a blue limited alpinist soon. William Carey. Oh, you're gonna list yours, William? Those are pretty cool. I know Detroit Spartan probably wants a green one. I think he wants the green, the original, the SARB 017. What's the deal with the Shinola? What is the deal with the Shinola? All right. I know I'm going to catch flag for this, guys, but I actually like the brand Shinola. There's a bunch of watches they make that I like and that I would probably wear. This is one of them, and it is crazy comfortable. I forget what this thing's called. This one's a collaboration with Burton Snowboards, and it is a over-the-top, ridiculous collaboration. If you watched my unboxing with it, yeah, thank you, Craig. This is called the Shinola Duck series, and they have a bunch of them that are way more affordable. They're really cool. Clayton at the Watchdog podcast, we're sub brothers. Yes. So Clayton picked up. If you listen to his podcast, he just did a 2-part series with Penny from All in Her Movements, YouTube and Instagram. She's awesome too, by the way, and has an awesome watch habit, just like most of us do. Clayton picked up the Maxi case, the No Day, just like the one that my buddy Detroit Spartan is selling. Again, if you're looking for one, there it is. It's clean. And Clayton did the same thing. Thankfully, the place he picked it up from, the first one had a small defect. So you need to go listen to his podcast to get the full story to see how that story worked out, because it might surprise you. And it could have went one way, but it definitely went the good way. So yeah, back to Shinola. Yeah, Mr. Stranger says he likes the duck models. This colorway is actually probably one of my least favorite of the duck series, but I wanted this kit. I like the duck series with the Arabics on it, but this kit is too over the top. I mean, even the case back alone is over the top. It comes with a snowboard. It comes with a hardbound, oversized book that is crazy thick. Hey, Off Duty's here. Thanks for chiming in. Yeah, so this is crazy comfortable. The H-Link bracelet is awesome, and the case shape on this is awesome. So I'm looking forward to doing the full video on that. It's quartz, I would like to maybe pick up. Calico Basin says founders is like government employees, die or retire to get their spot. I already tried bribes and couldn't get the gatekeeper. But Calico, we're gonna work on that. It'll be fine. Trust me, it'll be fine. We're gonna make it all work out. And Kevin, yes, Shinola does have automatics. They have automatic divers, which again, Clayton, the Watchdog podcast has one, and so does Detroit Spartan. He has the first one, which I think is the same diver that Clayton has. It's the smaller one. I think it's a 40. Their newer divers are 42 in auto, but that 40 is really cool. But the prices on them are going way up. People are sleeping on that too. There's a level of collectability and return on your investment, which some Shinolas, believe it or not. But there is an automatic Runwell Shinola with the wire lugs. That's the one I want. See, Casper over at Ghost Watches says, don't knock quartz. Sometimes it's nice to just throw on and go with it. Good watch. For sure it is. 100% agree with you. And that's where this is going to fit into that role. And obviously the Bling Master. I think I might take a book out of some of your guys' pages, certainly a page out of Dane's book. I already have 2 good watch winders. I think I'm going to add at least one more, because I want the Sub, the Seamaster, and whatever Breitling I have in on loan, I want them wound and good to go, and then I can cycle in another one too, like the SKX or the Monster or something. So I'm going to at least keep 2 on winders for now, because I already have that set up, but I'm going to kind of change it up and wear these more. Daniel says that Casio Oceanus, the OCWT 3000, looks really good. Daniel, that watch is amazing. That's headed over to Clayton over at the Watchdog podcast. So he'll probably talk about that soon in one of his future podcasts. I guarantee it'll have that big of an impact on him. That watch is amazing. I'm going to release the video soon. I'm going to buy one of those watches. I have hard dibs on the one that went over to Clayton. So if he wants to flip that, I get first dibs on it. But if that doesn't happen, if he ends up keeping it, which he won't because he's a flipper, then I am going to I'll end up just buying a new one because new they're like $700. Used you can pick them up around $5. Dane says he has 4 Rolex on winder, no issues. My dad has all of his Rolex on winders, no issues. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I don't know how long I'll do it or if I'll stay up on it or something like that. It's just gonna make grabbing it and going easier. And I'm only gonna have a few watches, so it would be kind of nice to just have them ready to go. Design says he would rather save his winder money and get a Seamaster fund. Yeah, so here's the thing. I already have 2 winders. One, they're both Wolf too. One was a gift from my family for Christmas a few years ago, and that one is awesome because it has all the settings and everything. And then I have another Wolf winder that was a gift from Richard at Saltzman's. So big shout out to Richard at Saltzman's. He gave me that, and he said I could do whatever I want with it. I could give it away or I could keep it. Well, I kept it because I'm going to use it. I knew I was going to use it, and I'm glad I kept it because I am going to use it. Jack at Jack's Watches and EDC says he doesn't own a winder. You also don't own a whole lot of watches, so maybe having one of your automatics on a winder would kind of be kind of cool. So I think maybe pick one up. I'll see if I can help you out with that because I think at least in our Discord, Jack, I think I can probably get a pretty good hookup on Wolf winders, maybe another brand too. I hear off retail, I'm just speculating here, don't hold me to this, but I've heard that if you're an authorized dealer or you carry Wolf winders or whatever, that they get typically like 50% off the retail price. I don't know where I heard that. I can't confirm or deny that, but if I can find somebody that's willing to do like a bulk order or something like that, then yeah, let me see if I can work that out. I can either check with Richard at Saltzman's. It might be harder for him to do because he works, for a bigger company, but I might even be able to talk to Mimo on that. So, but that's going to be private for the Discord or something like that. And he definitely doesn't have room. If you guys follow Mimo's Instagram, he just got another huge shipment of, well, I'm assuming watches, but a bunch of boxes. And he said he's bursting at the seams. He doesn't have any room for that stuff. So, yeah, I have 2 pointers. I don't know if I can master maybe I could use them like chopsticks or something. I don't know. All right, where are we at here? I've been rambling. I got to talk to you guys. Winders are a good way to do damage when a watch starts having issues. Don't let them sit on the winder without checking. That's a good point, Easy Clayton. I don't want to do it like that. I don't want them just to live on a winder. I want them to live on my wrist. The winder is a tool to make it easier for me to just put it on wrist. So yeah, definitely don't just park them there and forget about them. I agree with you on that. Let's see. The watch in the front, laying flat, is my Citizen Hyper Aqualand, and I know a lot of people think this thing is hideous. I do not think it's hideous. I think it's freaking awesome, and I love it on the Strapmill Canada black vulcanized rubber. So I'm really, really digging this watch, and hopefully I'll get more wear time with all of these. Right now, the sub, it's hogging the show. There's no doubt about it. I'm honeymooning pretty hard with the sub, rightfully so. It makes sense. Yep, and I still have to do the video on this. Guys, I'm so far behind on videos. This is the Breitling 42mm Premiere, so I will do a video on this as soon as I can, but such a well-built, heavy-duty, but with high focus on luxury and design on that watch, so I really like that watch. I'm not even sure what to Yeah, Calico Basin says food tastes better with a sub too. Yeah, everything's better with a sub, right? I have so many watches to video. I'm gonna have to do at least four a night for a while. Can I do the bezel action on the sub? I can try. I don't know if you guys will hear it very good. Can you hear that? It's so fresh and clean. That's never gonna get old. That is never gonna get old. Yeah, versus like, you know what's funny is I almost feel like Seiko with some of their watches, they almost tried to capture that same tone because it has a similar tone. Obviously, it doesn't feel as nice, but it has like a similar like you were like trying to mimic the tone. It has kind of that. Um, I don't know if you can hear the Seamaster very good. Let's try it. The Seamaster bezel is also very good, but it's not as premium feeling. It's more of like a tool watch type feel, which is funny because the Seamaster's arguably more like dressy fashion type like watch and less tool, whereas the Rolex is more tool, but then it has a more premium feel. It's pretty wild to compare the two. Yes. Yeah, look how much bigger the Seamaster appears too. And part of that's the white dial. It's an oversized dial and everything too, but Thomas is checking out. He can't hang any longer. Good night, Thomas. No bezel on the Breitling. The Breitling, somebody said the Breitling's thick. It's really not that bad. You got to remember it has like the a full chronograph with a date movement in it. It's plus it has a little bit thicker crystal. It's only 14. It's deceiving, I think. You got to remember most dive watches are like 13 and a half. So full chronograph with the date function, it's only half a millimeter thicker. And some of that, or most of that, is probably that boxed, slightly double domed sapphire crystal. So as far as chronographs go, that is not very thick. Might have missed it. Well, I was wearing the sub all day, but I said this was my watch collection, and people are like, where's the Orange Monster? So I had to go dig the Orange Monster out of the Rolex box. So I wasn't wearing this today. I was wearing the sub, but yeah, the Orange Monster was on wrist temporarily, just because. All right, let's look at some other watches. I want to show you something. I posted it up on the Instagram. Check this out. It's not running yet. I need to get it running. 4th gen Seiko Monster, yellow dial, black trim. Now this is a shoot. I didn't write the part number down. I don't remember what the part number is. There's two. I can't keep up with Seiko part numbers. But yeah, this thing's stunning. The yellow on it is perfect. Now I will say this: I'm fine with the bumblebee theme, the yellow and the black, but how cool would it have been if they would have done this all in a stainless chassis and bezel and everything? I think the yellow would have looked good still. It definitely pops more when it's against the black, but so this was sent in by Brian from Instagram. We started talking, and he sent this guy over. Somebody in my Discord had one of these for sale, but it's not a limited edition; it's a special edition. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Still has a sticker on the back. You guys know how I feel about that. I feel like I want to de-sticker it, but I better check with Brian before I do that because I think it's a collector's watch for him, so I better not. But Seiko's starting to come out with some really cool looking, ooh, that's a nice bezel action too. They're starting to come out with some very good looking 4th gen monsters. Might draw me back in. I'm holding tough though. I don't think I'm going to. What the heck? It's not in my collection. None of these ones I'm showing you are not in my collection technically right now, but I will show the white dial Shogun. I didn't even give this one a chance. It was wrong of me to buy this at the same time I bought the Rolex. It was really wrong of me to buy the Shinola at the same time. I bought all three of these watches at the same time. That was kind of a mistake because this is a really killer watch, and I could see revisiting it again later, but the bezel action is horrible. But that's kind of titanium watch type stuff. As far as titanium goes, it's fine, but it's light, it's comfortable, super legible. I love the white dial on it. It's a very nice Shogun. Check this out. This just showed up too. The new Formex Reef Diver. This thing is super cool. Has a very cool clasp with a quick adjust on it. On the fly quick adjust with tons. Look how much throw is on that. That's more adjustment in a short clasp than I've ever seen. They like totally maximize things. And it's fairly thin. Let's see how thick this guy is. That's what I thought. Look how thin that is. 11.4 millimeter. You guys are going to want to know how big the watch is too. I haven't checked any of this stuff yet. So 42 by 49. 42 by 49. It's only 11.4 thick. That is really cool. 60 click bezel. Definitely some play, some sponginess to it, but nice clicks. I mean, Tudor does the best 60 click bezel, period. But this Reef, Formex Reef is really good. Engineer Wannabe with the $5 hair super chat. Thanks for all you do, Rob. Thank you. Appreciate that, buddy. Check out this Formex. Unique case design, awesome bracelets, catches the light, beautiful. Great clasp, very comfortable. I don't know. Oh, it does say chronometer. Okay. So this one is chronometer. It's hard to read, but it's right down there. A lot of these Formex watches are COSC. So this is chronometer movement. Probably a Solita, and they ship them. I don't have that lined up. That's going to bug me. I'll have to talk to those guys. So the bezel insert's actually a little bit misaligned. I think this might be their prototype, but these are cool watches. I don't even know if they're out yet or what the story is with it, but cool watch nonetheless. And it should have good lume. We'll check the lume, obviously, in like 15 minutes or something. Yeah, I know everybody with the brand name Formex, everybody kind of like puts a brand to like what company it should be. Let's see. Mark T says, hello, Rob. Love the Hyper Aqualand. I have one of those too. Great for diving computer backup. Yeah, I don't know if the software still works, but this one, let's see. And again, I don't know. I mean, does that say that this watch actually went 230 feet? It says max 230 feet. Dive time 5. So I don't know if this is actually, I don't know how to read it. I haven't read the manual or anything like that, but I mean, if this thing went that deep, that's pretty dang cool. But yeah, this thing they had a bracelet available for these too, but I feel like this watch actually is perfect on this vulcanized rubber. It wears really good. It's super comfortable, and it just kind of fits the theme of it. And I'm not going to go diving or anything like that, but it's just a really cool watch. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I kind of did the same thing, Mark. Like 230 feet, I don't know. I mean, unless they were using it for work or something, or, that's not just like regular recreational diving. That's like a little more legit. So I don't know if it was a failed reading or something wasn't right, or I don't know how to read it or something, but I don't know. But the watch is in really good shape, so pretty much all the scratches on it I put on. So let's see. I went to get my brother a Formex, but also been thinking about a Seiko MM200 or a German watch. Any thoughts? It's been a hard decision. Steve, there's so many different variables in there. If you're looking to gift a watch to somebody, that can be tricky. That really can be, unless you really know them very well. So I don't know and it depends on what your budget's going to be. I like the MM200. The German watches I think are awesome. There's crazy good value with Damasco and Stova and all those brands, but um, yeah, it's we need to we need more information. Let's see. Worried about the Rolex bracelet screws backing out? Question mark. Use some Formex thread locker, and all your worries will disappear. Oh man, I wonder if they do sell thread locker. That'd be kind of cool. They get some Formex thread locker. Calico Basin says he can't part with his Damasco. I sadly sold mine. I've sold so many watches, and I don't regret them. I'm glad I had them and I got to see them and everything, but it got me to where I am now. Oh, that's a good point. Nefarian says the Damasco and some other brands, they offer scratch-free cases essentially. So, as a gift to a non-watch person, being that the watch is going to be scratch resistant, or you know, pretty much completely scratch resistant, is potentially a good option, because non-watch wearers, when they start wearing a watch, they're going to bang that sucker around. It's going to get beat up pretty good. So. Rob, ever own a Seiko Orange Knight from the early 2000s? Never heard of the Orange Knight, Mark. I'd have to look that up. Let's see, just bought a Tag Aqua Racer today. Congrats, Rich. The engineer thing doesn't work out for you. Yeah, I think I'm not level here. Is that a little more level? Let's see, what color GMT, Pascal? Show the new G-Shock again. Oh, well, you're talking about the multicolored one. This one's, it's a smudge mag, I'll tell you that. But this one's going to be sold as soon as I collect payment on it. But this one's going away. I'll probably pick up another titanium later on. But I think I did the whole video on it already. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Titanium and gold and all the craziness. I don't know that I need a 10 case watch box anymore. Let's see. Kevin says he has a SARX077 that I could review and sell. I'll have to check that out. Geez, flipper for life. Yes, I like the green Aqua Racer. That's a sharp watch. Probably one of the best green watches I've looked at is the Oris Aquas 43.5 millimeter green. That thing is stunning. I'm afraid to put this on Oris because I'm afraid they'll actually make it. And if they do, I'm going to have to buy it. Oris, if you guys are listening, I want the 43.5 millimeter Oris Aquas titanium, green bezel, green dial with the in-house movement. That's all. Thank you. Make it, please. So yeah, but that's the thing. I don't want to tell them that, because if they actually go make it, then I actually have to buy it, right? The Oris Aquas titanium, full size, green dial, green bezel, with the in-house movement. I'm down. Put my name down. I'll figure it out. I'll buy it. That thing will be awesome. Yeah, Calico, I agree. It would be awesome in green, because Oris polishes up their titanium really good too. Obi-Wan says, would you want to review my Damasco D Sub 3? Obi-Wan, yes, I would. I would love to see that watch. I've toyed with buying a D Sub many, many, many times. So hit me up on my email. It's on my card back there. It's on my profile. It's everywhere. So let's see. Oris makes a 39.5 millimeter green Aquas with a solid case back and a 400 movement. Please. So they did a bunch of colors with the 39.5 millimeter, or no, was that the 41? I can't remember. Oh, I think I am not allowed to talk about that. I'm in embargo on that. I gotta watch what I say. Oris It's not my fault. I had a couple drinks. Oris is actually dropping a new in-house movement watch tomorrow. So my video, along with Bruce's and a bunch of other videos, are probably going to drop on Oris tomorrow. So if you are an Oris fan and you like the Oris Aquas, stay tuned to the YouTube channels tomorrow because you're going to see a bunch of cool stuff. Let's see, Tom says, besides the monster, do I have any keepers? Yes, I'll tell you my keepers right now. The SKX009, the Blingmaster 5000, the Monster, the Hyper Aqualan, the Rolex Sub, and the White Dial 300. So those are my keepers. The Breitling is on loan, or I'm renting it or whatever. It's not mine. The Shinola Burton, I think this might be a keeper by default because the kit is so big on this. It's literally like a snowboard and like this huge cooler thing with a huge book. I don't even know if I'd be able to ship it all. And I paid like $1,200 for that whole kit. So, yeah. So that's probably a keeper in the sense that like I probably couldn't sell it. Like it would be too much of a pain. So I'm gonna wear it. You know, it's sapphire crystal, quartz movement, nice bracelet, super comfortable on wrist, good grab and go. Actually, I'm still kind of thinking about, my dad doesn't watch my videos, but I think I'm going to buy my dad, maybe for Father's Day, a Shinola Duck, the regular one, on bracelet, and I'll get it sized up for him. But because it is quartz, it's easy to read, it has the date, and it's sapphire crystal. So like he can actually just wear it. So I think that would be a really good watch to buy as a gift or to a dad or something like that. Doug, these pointers, it's not the big pointer, right? We got the little and the big one here. So the big pointer freaks people out, especially the people that are watching on their big screen televisions. So the little pointer are a little less offensive, and you got the blue Lume and you got the green Lume. You can buy these on Etsy from my buddy Jerry, the Spectra 3D print or whatever. I've shown him many times. I think he added them to his Etsy now, hopefully. But these things are cool. You know, are you going to have a use for it? No, probably not. But they're probably a few bucks. They're probably not very expensive. And they glow in the dark. So they're kind of fun. Let's see. James said he picked up his dad the Seiko Prestige Blue Dial. Beautiful watch. I agree. Have not heard much about Orient these days. Yeah. Me either. You're right. AZ says, still loves the SRPB 77 that he bought from me last year. Sweet. That's awesome. Holden's just checking in late. He said the baby would not fall asleep. I bought my dad cigars for Father's Day. That's cool. That's cool. My dad doesn't do that. I don't even do that. But anyone selling a watch here? Yes, Manuel, there is. Pretty much everybody in this chat probably has a watch or more for sale. That's a big issue. Where to sell the watch, where to buy the watch. That's what I love about the Discord. We buy and sell and trade and flip. I've talked to so many people on my Discord that, yeah, Manny was one of them actually I talked to recently, Justin EDC, about doing the trades. I didn't realize how many trades you guys are doing on the Discord. I had no idea. I thought there was just selling. There's so many things just in the Flippers Paradise thread that is happening on the Discord. But even more so, there's like relationships that are built, and then those relationships are like good buddies, and then they buy, sell, and trade even off from Flippers just amongst themselves via texting and stuff. So Timekeeper562 with the $5 super chat, thank you very much. He said he just got the new Omega Snoopy 50 at retail. Congratulations. Someone is willing to pay me $30,000 for it. What would you do? Timekeeper, what is retail on that watch? I don't even know what retail is on the Snoopy. Let's see. Can somebody tell me retail on the Speedmaster Snoopy? 9,600. And somebody offered, so 10 grand, we'll just use round numbers. You pay 10 for it with tax and all that stuff. I'm sure you paid more. But Somebody offered you 30K for it. I mean, unless you're absolutely in love with Speedmasters and Snoopy and it means something to you, I would. I'm torn. It depends on what that watch means to you. Because, for example, I was lucky enough to pick up a Rolex Submariner at retail. I'm sure I could sell it for a profit. Not an obscene profit like you did, because I paid darn near what you paid for your Snoopy for this, and nobody's going to offer me 30K for this. Uh, I think if somebody were going to offer me 30K for this, I'd have to do some soul searching. That's too big of a profit margin. Um, I think Snoopy would have to turn into the Red Baron and fly away. I think he'd have to go, or whatever he was. He fought the Red Baron, so I'm not up on my Snoopy lingo. I forget. Yeah, that's too much. Chaz says you can't go broke making profit. Wow, so simple, so true. Kevin says he's selling a blue Aqua Racer 41 millimeter. I like those. Those are good watches. Let's see. Calico said he was offered 19K for his Batman and passed. Bought an ED for 8,900, double, and still did not sell. Yeah, Dane, you got a solid point. Depends on your financial situation. I mean, that's a healthy. I mean, you could flop down 20K. Say you borrowed the 10 grand to buy the watch. You didn't even have 10 grand. Now you could take 30, pay the 10 grand back, and you could take the 20 and flop it down on your mortgage, or trade in your car and upgrade your car with another 20,000. Yeah, the things you could do with 20K. You could go on an awesome vacation or something, or I don't know. Calico says it's his 40th watch. Couldn't do it. Memories. Now he's commemorating how many watches he has. I don't know if that's a legitimate commemorate. Oh, Calico, I might have to come down and visit you and just sit down and talk for a little bit. Let's see. William with some dad jokes. I don't have time to watch this. Get it? Yeah, that's some dad jokes. I appreciate it. Oh, 40th birthday. I got you now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's definitely keeper status. Let's see. Byland, Tennessee, Mike. They don't make more of that. I don't know. Dubai was making more land. Let's see. Floridian says, take the 20K and start a watch company with Rob. I would never start a watch company. I like doing collabs. Let's see. Have I even done a collab yet? I have a couple collabs in the work, but I think I want to live in that world. I don't want to do my own thing for sure. Dane says, I visited him in December over Christmas, which was awesome, Dane. I'll be back. I told you to sell things. He didn't listen. Hell, I bought a watch off his wrist that day. That is true. You did. You picked up a Zelos from me, and I gave you a watch. So, probably a little hypocritical of me to tell you to sell watches and then sell you a watch and give you a watch. Yeah, that whole advice was destined to fail for sure. Let's see. Do I still have the Scurfa Diver 1? No, I do not. Cool watch though. I like the Scurfas. Great quartz diver for sure. And they got a new automatic diver coming out. I don't know if it's out yet or if it's still in delays or what. Dark Star says I need to collab with Mark at Long Island. Let me hit him up. I can ask him, but he's so creative with the colorways that he's putting out of his homage watches. I mean, he kind of did the full lume dial with the black indices and handset. That wasn't really a collab, but that was, I suggested to him and he took the ball and ran with it. So that was really cool that he did that. It wasn't a full collaboration, and I don't know if he'd be open to it, because if he was going to do a collab with anybody, wouldn't he do it with TGV? Him and TGV are like actual friends. Like I talk to Mark occasionally, like via texting. But yeah, like if he was going to collab with anybody, I would think it would be with Tristano, not me. But I mean, I could reach out to him and ask him. But let's see, overcome. Hey, it's an hour. It's been 1 hour. So I am going to kill the video, guys. I really appreciate everybody chiming in. Design wants to start a watch company. Like, seriously, you do? Because I think you would be awesome at it. I really need to talk to you, Jason. I really need to talk to you soon. So, started designing already. Oh man, yeah, that would be kind of cool. We need to talk more for real. That's very creative. It's not easy. So I'd love to be involved at even if it's just talking about it. But all right, let's kill the lights. Let's check the loom and see what things do. All right, what do we have? What do we have? So we got the glow pointer here. We better use the blue one. The green one's too bright. Seiko obviously does really good. Seamaster does good. Rolex does excellent. Even the Shinola does awesome. Formex is good. Monster showing off in the background. The 4th gen Monster does really good, even though the older Monster I think is brighter. And then of course the SKX is a classic bright. So, all right guys, thanks for chiming in, and I'll see you on the next vid.